Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Bortles. They've got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
19.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Here's Carson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Baldwin's going to have to be careful to not get frustrated. He's got Jalen Ramsey assigned to shadow him across the field, and the early returns on Ramsey show he's not a guy to be taken lightly.
Not at all, and I think what really helps motivate him and fuel him, when he came out of college, a good number of people thought he had to play safety because of his size. He wanted to prove that he could be an elite corner, and he's done that already in a short amount of time.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Let's get it. 14, front it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
372. Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
We all know how important momentum is in a game, and when an offense decides to take a deep shot downfield, they're trying to create a big play and put doubt in the defense's mind the rest of the ball game. And in this case, the defense won the battle, batted the ball away deep downfield. So guess what? The momentum now quickly shifted from the offense taking the shot to the defense knocking it away, and now they feel like they might be in control.
Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 41 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Green 80.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. He dumps it to Hyde. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
372. 380. 11B.
Now Bortles again. And he rifles one incomplete.
So they look like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11B.
Again, it's Bortles. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Charles, I want you to analyze the Seahawks' playoff chances here as they come out for this next drive. Look, I think it's safe to say they're not going to catch the Rams. They're not going to win the division. But how about their playoff hopes as far as a wild card goes?
But they're going to need some help along the way, I think, from other teams, other divisions. But it's not lost yet. Russell Wilson gives you an opportunity every time you take the field. The offensive line playing way better than expected. They're running the football like the Seahawks of old, led by Chris Carson. And that defense, not a lot of recognizable names, but playing at a pretty decent level, somewhat what we suspected in preseason, that Pete Carroll was excited about having a bunch of no-names, that maybe he could mold again, and I think that's what we're seeing with Seattle. Right now, tracking towards being a 500 team, if they can put together a 3-game winning streak somewhere, they could have a shot at it.
And if you're looking at the end of the season, great news for the Seahawks. 4 of their last 5 games at home. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And Dixon has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucy. Hey, set. Green 80. Lucy. 77.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Wilson, Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Check 50.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
14. One left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
One left.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation, and that's what they call getting home, because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
Here's Wilson, escaping the under pressure again, and down he goes again. Telvin Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
19. One left. Tempo, tempo.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Green 80. Green 80. So right, so right.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hank. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Janikowski good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now Bortles. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
95.
They run again with Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Janikowski now for the point after. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, it's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook, 47 yards.
Sunday. Lucy. Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
380. Move. Hey, switch. Throw left.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, 54, Ricky. So right. 11.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16.